The Bakers are a combined circle of relatives that started with Paul Baker and his wife Kate, who collectively had daughters Ella and Halle, and their followed son Harish after their pals died in an automobile accident. Kate subsequently divorced Paul, however they remained pals, with Kate acting as an occasional, though slightly inattentive, babysitter. Zoe married soccer player Dominic, Dom, Clayton, and had daughter Deja and son DJ. Because of Dom's celeb life, Zoe divorced him and took custody of the children. Paul met Zoe after she visited his small restaurant and cautioned that he make the whole menu breakfast themed all day. The two in the end were given married, accelerated the restaurant, renamed it Baker's Breakfast, and had two sets of twins, Luca and Luna, and Bronx and Bailey. Dom continues to be lively in Deja and Jay's lives, which slightly intimidates Paul as he changed into rarely there initially. Whilst Deja prepares for her basketball scholarship, DJ feels that he connects with Paul greater than Dom and could as an alternative speak with him. Paul receives a assembly with a huge organization to make bigger his restaurant. He succeeds and has his famous sauce bought on shelves. He comes to a decision to use the cash to move the own family from L.A. to Calabasas, in a bigger residence in a gated network. Upon arrival, Zoe starts off evolved to sense the consequences of racial profiling, especially after meeting her neighbor Annie. Paul unexpectedly gets a name informing him that his sister Rachel has checked into rehab, forcing him to soak up his nephew Seth, who has had an addiction of being a thief. Seth bonds with Harish when he discovers that he is being picked on at the brand new school due to his ethnicity and teaches him to defend himself. Deja starts seeing a boy named Chris and sneaks out of the house to peer him. Paul reveals himself having to tour to search for new locations to make bigger his eating place. The buyers, Melanie and Michelle, additionally insist on altering a number of his commercial enterprise beliefs to cut expenses. He starts to overlook out on being with his family, which upsets Zoe as this turned into the purpose she divorced Dom. On Jay's birthday, Paul rushes to get home. At some stage in the celebration, things begin to get out of hand as DJ changes his look to electrify a female. Harish and Seth are suspended from school after beginning a fight with the youngsters who bullied Harish, and Annie profiles Zoe's own family for a series of new spoil-ins. Upon Paul arriving, Deja reveals that she sees the basketball team and that the entire own family has been unhappy considering arriving in Calabasas. Dom, feeling that Zoe can now not manage their kids, pronounces that he needs full custody of Deja and DJ. Halle and Ella accuse Seth of the damage-ins after Harish mentioned that he saw him stealing from the eating place cash register, although he returned it, and he angrily leaves. Upon realizing their mistake, the Bakers, Kate, and Dom all go out and find Seth. They apologize and admit that he is a part of the family and he rejoins them. Back at domestic, Paul and Dom speak their one-of-a-kind upbringings. Whilst Paul will in no way realize what its miles want to be at a drawback, Dom has to take into account that being far away from his kids has made him remote and that he desires to be greater attentive. Realizing how a good deal his own family weigh to him, Paul breaks his cope with the organization in order that he can run the restaurant himself. The Bakers flow lower back to L.A. and buy a brand new house. While having dinner, or as an alternative breakfast, at the newly named Baker's Dozen Breakfast, Paul reveals the design of the sauce bottle has changed to reflect the family Seth protected. The quit credits show Dom, Paul, and Zoe had been able to invest their sauce and went countrywide. Kate invented foul yoga. Seth returned in together with his mother, however still spends masses of time together with his cousins. Deja and Chris quickly started their freshman years at USC. Ella have become the social supervisor for Harley's punk band, and a video of her band gambling at her faculty talent display broke the net. Luna and Luca received the tennis national under-12 department, becoming the Venus and Serena of tennis. And DJ, Talia, and Dom went to Comedian Con and bonded whilst Dom found out he favored Thor. Thank you for listening the story. Please like and subscribe for more stories.